We are here in Apple Valley on the final day, our final 2 games of competition. This one, the All-Star game. The All-Star game, and then we'll have the championship right here at Hayes Arena in Apple Valley. J.W. Cox here, Justin Moss on the camera. On the ice, we got the All-Stars. The light uniforms, which is all Team West right now, and the somewhat darker uniforms, which is right now the highlighters of Team Minnesota. So, these two teams underway, skating right to left. It's all Team Minnesota and Team West on the ice right now. We'll see these shifts mixed up throughout. The only teams not represented, Southeast and Great Plains, who will play later on tonight. USA, Midwest, and West in the light uniform, so it's the mostly dark uniforms of Team Minnesota right now. As it's fought away at neutral ice by Max Dessner from Minnesota. He pushes it back. It ends up on the blue line, taken away on the stick of Hudson Wellsome for Team West. They'll get a couple of changes. Both teams starting with teammates on the ice. In net for the squad, the dark squad, is Hudson Ferry right now for Team North. Check that. It's Cruz Fitzpatrick. He's getting the start there. And we'll get this one settled in and try to make sure we get everybody identified at least after the fact. We know Will Biddick is in net for Team Midwest with those red gloves and pads off to our left. As right to left go the dark-clad skaters. Now Team USA back on the ice trying to fight it away back in their own zone and keep an opportunity away for Great Lakes as down to a save goes Biddick. And he'll get some teammates out on the ice. The crew from Midwest comes out there. And it is Cruz Fitzpatrick who will start. His teammate, the other North goaltender, Hudson Ferry, is on the roster, so he'll be out there in net at some point. Glad you're with us. We got running time for 2 25-minute halves, basically, for the All-Star game, and then we'll go back to the format that we've seen throughout the tournament here for the championship game between Great Plains and Southeast, a game that in pool play went to overtime. It's all Great Lakes and Midwest out there right now as it's tracked down by Logan Urban for Great Lakes, but he's still in his own zone as Midwest applies the pressure for the light all-star squad. 22.5 minutes to go here in period number 1. Counting our way down through 25 minutes of running time. Puck right here in front as Anton Clint gets into the fight. Some changes right along the bench. Eventually a whistle. Things will get set. Hayden Meskin comes into the game for Great Lakes. Taken away by Meskin off the draw. He plays it back into his own zone with just under 22 minutes to go. It bangs off the boards near side, near Anton Clint. He's hassled on his way into the zone. It's dropped back and taken away by Jet Riley for Team Midwest. Riley out of the corner, pushing it up towards the blue line. Watchful eye of Riddick Height up over to his left for Team USA. He had a great tournament. Picked up on the backside by Nick Sanders for Team West. Centers it back out in front, nobody home. Tracked down at the blue line by Brady Onenson. Onenson drops it back down from the goal line. A centering pass flapped around, and there's Fitzpatrick making a save. Cruz Fitzpatrick keeping this a scoreless all-star game here with just under 21.5 minutes to go. Quick shot, wraps its way around the boards from Clint. Long shift for him. It's held in at the blue line. Dumped back down by Caden Julik. Those highlighter uniforms from Team Minnesota all the way up ahead to Riddick Height. He's all alone, going in on Fitzpatrick. Shoots and scores for the first goal of this all-star game. And Riddick Height gets it done, as he did throughout this tournament. Able to score another goal and make it 1-0. So he beat everybody down the ice. And Height with goal number 1 to get the action started. in front of the net. Biddick, watchful as ever. It never really made its way into him. Streaks clear. All the way out of the zone towards neutral ice before the dark team can turn it up in. Under the control of Team Minnesota, back out there for a fresh shift in front, but it slides all the way across the mouth of the crease. Feed from Julich all the way back down below the goal line. Ripped back up by Julich. Along the boards on the far side, held by Channing Goodwin, trying to hold it in. It does. Steps around a defender. Had a little space, but it's peeled out of the zone. Taken out of there by Tyler Kostiskew. Kostiskew flying in. He'll take the shot, and it goes wide. Just tipped off the left shoulder of Fitzpatrick. 19:25 to go. In on Fitzpatrick once and twice. Swept it away. Back in front of the crease, looking for a whistle, and he got it. Time will continue to roll down toward 19 minutes to go. The squad in the light uniforms made up of Team North. The light uniforms made up of Team Midwest, USA, and West, with the 1-0 lead, courtesy of Reddick Height. Glad you're with us here on Youth Hockey Hub. Tuned in hopefully throughout the week, and now bringing you these final two contests. Feature this all-star game and then the championship game to cap it all off here from Hayes Arena in Apple Valley. Quickly up the ice ahead to Kinsler. Kinsler floats it all the way down with it, down below the goal line. Looking for somebody out front. Instead, he's turned away. He had Jake Weingartner from Great Lakes, his teammate, up there with him. Trying to keep teammates on the ice. That would make a lot of sense. Jacob Lukes, give guys a chance. Play with the guys they're used to. This one tips out of the zone. Hudson Kinsler works it through neutral ice. 1-on-2, goes high. He has his teammate again, back out in front. Slides that puck in front. Save made in there by Biddick, and he covers it up. Good find. That was Weingartner again with the work from Kinsler. But Will Biddick, Team Midwest goalie, makes the save. Face-off coming to the glove side. That championship game, Great Plains and Team Southeast will fight for it later tonight. Dessner held it in at the blue line, dumped it into traffic, and it's pushed away by the squad in white. Turned over again. Comes Anton Klint. Klint able to get it into the zone. Jack Potter trying to chase it down in those Team Midwest threads. Pushes it all the way back out. It's met at neutral ice and turned right back. In comes Max Dessner, enters it into the zone. Found Hayden Meskin flying ahead, and Meskin's shot is gloved out of the air by Biddick. Team USA, Team West line, call it the red, white, and blue, rolling their way out there. Height and Kostiskew. Squad in the dark uniforms getting Barrett McKenzie out there in that blue helmet. McKenzie had a good tournament for Team North. So we've got under 17 to play in this first of two 25-minute running time periods. Tyler Kostiskew showing the speed down the ice, settles, and Fitzpatrick makes a miss to the far side. Came out and challenged him. Anton Klint in behind the net to try and peel it out of the zone, under control, and he does so up the far side before he meets some resistance and tumbles down. That'll be a penalty. And Anton Klint interfered with. And that's going to send the Dark Squad in on the power play. As it's ejected out of the zone. We're doing power plays, counting guys on the ice, and yeah, there's only 4 light jerseys out there, so it is 5-on-4. It's an entire Team Minnesota attack. And those highlighter yellows trying to score on this power play as Biddick makes the stop. Max Gunston. Apologies. Missed him somewhere on the roster I made, but Tony got me covered with his written roster. Everybody tell him when you see him it came in handy. He was worried that he did it all for nothing, but here it is, coming in handy. So Gunston in the penalty box. I don't know who's timing it, but somebody is. It's not on the board. He'll get out soon. As the squad in dark, which is now made up exclusively of Great Lakes +1. Out on the ice. Taken back down as we're under 15 minutes to play here in this first period. Jacob Lukes skating around with it. He'll pop it up mostly out of the air all the way down the ice. Out of the zone quickly, but met right there for the light squad in Brady Onenson. Pushed in behind the net. Under 14 minutes to go. Flown out of the zone. Great Lakes effort to get it out of there as Hudson Kinsler will track it down. It was Weingartner who found him. Kinsler in the corner. Nearly had his pocket picked. Hangs on to it. Bennett McKenzie in to try and help him out. Midwest able to fire it out of the zone. Goes back, Caden Julich trying to get back to it. Wrapped around the board. In front of the bench. Battle for it there. Annenson getting physical with it. It just slips out of the zone. Annenson will dump it down and he'll head to the bench for a change. Jet Riley trying to provide some pressure on Caden Julich. 13:20 to go here in this first of two periods. It's the All-Star game, championship game coming up. It's scheduled for the 7 o'clock hour. Once this one concludes, same sheet of ice. They'll get things set and be ready to roll in the championship game. Julich from the blue line. The blast just goes wide. Pressure still on. Biddick pins it up against the back of the cage. Makes the save. Last activity for these kids out on the ice. Everybody got their 4 pool play games +2 in the postseason. Championship bracket and the crossover bracket. And all told, this the last of the show for these kids, but no doubt good for them to get things back rolling on a strange summer where they've still gotten to play some hockey. Sliding shot goes too wide. Jack Provost got that one a little high. Excuse me, that was Gunnar Goldstrand. Too high as here comes Clint. Back down the ice, dumps it into the zone. He'll go for a change. So no pressure there for the Dark squad, but here comes the Midwest attack. Highlighters out there as Height dumps it down. Come back with the icing as we go under 12 minutes left. Face-off coming to the glove side of Will Biddick. It's wrapped around and up towards the blue line. Held on and walked through by Julich. Eventually lost it off the pressure from Joey Provost. Provost takes it away at the goal line. Goodwin providing some pressure. It slips out of the zone. Long race for it. Luke Getzky trying to get there. Banged off the boards. Out of the zones it comes. Slap it around off a couple of skates in traffic. For Caleb Dinovich makes his way to it. Dinovich, an excellent defenseman for Team USA throughout this tournament. Puck slapped away, slowed down at neutralized. It's back to Dinovich. He'll flip it ahead. Finds a man. It's Henry Busick. Busick knocks it home, and Cruz Fitzpatrick makes the save. So Fitzpatrick beaten once on a breakaway, and that's your only goal here. 1-0. He stood up the rest of the time. One of the 2 goaltenders on this squad, one of the 2 goaltenders for Team North. And Hudson Ferry will likely have that second 25 minutes of running time. All-Star action for the show 2020. Puck knocked down and held in right at the blue line. Park fires it into traffic in front. Nobody home. It was walled away. The defensive stick work in there from Max Dessner for Team Minnesota, just getting in the way. Now he and Logan Urban trying to peel it out. Couldn't quite do it. Pressure still on. The squad in white. Knoll making his way to the back of the cage, trying to bully his way in front. Fitzpatrick made a save, and that was just enough to get Dessner to clear it out of the zone. Dessner dumps it up ahead off the shin guard of an opponent and fires it up to Kinsler. Kinsler puts it in front, and that one's deflected away. Back to Knoll. 9:40 to go here in this running time. First of 2 periods, 25 minutes of action. As Jet Riley reverses course over to the far side, trying to find some space. Spates cuts down quickly as skaters hitting the deck all over the place. Owen Hayes trying to help the squad in light make their way through. Hayes will now track this one down. A little bit of pressure from Finn Heithoff. Excuse me, that's Bennett McKenzie from Team North. Hayes walks it all the way in. Hayes against 3 defenders, tries to go short angle. Nobody home, but opponents there for Owen Hayes. And they can't maintain possession. It's peeled out of the zone by Caden Julich. Julich working it in. Over to the near side for McKenzie, who ends up down on the deck from behind. Got a lot of pressure in on that potential break. Kevin Wallos got there to help stop him up. Chance to still keep that one in the zone. It slips just past Julich. Midwest can't cleanly bring it up. McKenzie stick handles his way around one defender and then had his pocket picked. Back comes Team Midwest. Loose puck knocked away by McKenzie again as Wallos trying to attack on this near side. 8:20 to go in this first rolling period. 1-0. Team on the bench to my left, that's the light jerseyed team. Against the squad in the dark uniforms. In front, again another save comes in for Cruz Fitzpatrick. 8 minutes to go in this first period. Wallos sends it deeper along the boards, tried to. It's pushed out, now brought all the way out of the zone. Channing Goodwin got it up ice for Hayden Meskin. Meskin sends it in off the pads of Will Biddick. Flies out at neutral ice. Stick handling around for Julich. Julich goes down, has it just poked back at him at the blue line. That'll force Goodwin to play it backwards. 4 from Team Midwest trying to attack. Goodwin bouncing puck, can't settle it down before it crosses the goal line. It's taken back by Bennett Bergloff, trying to set up in front. Bergloff is there, slap at it too high. Bounces below the goal line again. Bergloff trying to fight it away from Riddick Height. Wrapped in again. Long shot into traffic and a save made to keep it 1-0 by Will Biddick. Good floating opportunities there. The squad in white, thanks to Will Biddick, staying up 1-0 here with 16:54 to go. We're in Apple Valley at Hayes Arena, side of the All-Star and Championship game, on the side of everything today. One of the 3 arenas that's been used for the show 2020 in Bloomington, Burnsville, and here in Apple Valley. Goodwin knocks it down at neutral ice, trying to keep it away from Nick Sanders from Team One. And that'll draw the penalty. And Channing Goodwin took him down.
Don't worry about it, Jay. That was terrible. The people on TV will hear about it. Sorry. You get punked every time.
Under 6 minutes to go. As it's taken out by Jacob Lukes. Lukes spins, redirects, 1-on-3 with Sanders to his left. Settles it down. He's got his own teammate Riddick Height as they're on the power play for this first time with the 1-0 lead. It's wrapped out. This will be cleared. Good clear by Kinsler. Kinsler got it off to Dessner. Max Dessner outside the circle. Settles it down. 4-on-5 here for the squad in the dark uniforms. Taken back out by Dinovich. He goes into a defender and goes down. Height attacks. Height with a man in the middle. Height takes the shot, and Fitzpatrick makes the save with 5:12 to go. Brody Cron from Team Midwest was floating in there with height. Couldn't find him. 5 minutes to go here in the period. I don't know, about 55 seconds or so to go in the Channing Goodwin penalty. Came just inside the 7-minute mark. Provost from the circle right into the mitt of Fitzpatrick. 4:35 to go. Kostiskew in on the draw, able to keep it alive just for a moment. Cleared out of the zone. Caden Julik trying to dump it in, taken back out, still up a skater. Kostiskew in the middle. Kostiskew had to go a little long on him. Pad save from Fitzpatrick. Knocked it away. Almost got to be even strength there shortly with Goodwin in the box. As it's knocked down, spinning puck. And there it is, just under 4. And so the squad in dark kills off the power play. Still 1-0, under 4 minutes to go, running time. Hayes tracks it down in the corner. Knoll standing there, Kostiskew trying to post up in front of the net. .339 to go. So they had one too many on the ice. That's all-star game for you. Got to get it set. Not easy for the coaches, not easy for the guys. I lost count. I couldn't see the extra skater either. Quick shot for Anton Klint, finding his way in there, and he's saved by Will Biddick. 2:45 to go. Goodwin in front. Goodwin on Biddick. Stop! And it's in off the rebound. Channing Goodwin went in on the attack, and Anton Klint fired it home off the rebound. So it's tied at 1. Klintz off the rebound on the Goodwin shot. Going back at it again with Goodwin floating down. Tries to center back out in front. Never got it there to him. It's back out towards the blue line. Jacob Lukes floats his way in with Dinovich in behind him. Eventually gets it back to Onenson. Excuse me, that's Jack Potter to set it up. Team Midwest skater got it back down. In towards Lukes, in front, couldn't get it to Goldstrand. Goldstrand tracks it down, but Goodwin picks his pocket. Minute 25 to go. Quick shot, Fitzpatrick knocked it down, couldn't swallow it up, but then lays down on top of it to bring it to a stop. The minute 19 to go. Tied at 1, squad in light off to my left, got it going first, 1-0. And then just about a minute ago on the running time clock, the squad made up of North Great Lakes and Minnesota tied it up. 1 more minute to go before they take the pause and do another 25 running time. Provost winds through traffic, fires that one. It was well wide, and Fitzpatrick made sure it'd go into the boards. All the way back out at the blue line. That one knocked down and turned over. On a break, potentially down the ice it comes. Max Dessner shoots and scores. Make it Cole Richards, excuse me. On the breakaway, Cole Richards. 2 unanswered for the squad in light after they were down 1-0. The dark squad, excuse me. Those highlighters throwing me off. Dessner makes it 2-1. Kostiskew trying to tie it up. Fitzpatrick sits down and makes the save. Keeps it 2-1. His bench loved it, and that'll get us to the break. 2-1. The squad made up of North, Great Lakes, and Minnesota with the lead after scoring 2 straight over the squad of Midwest, USA, and West. Back with more All-Star action after this. It's Youth Hockey Hub, the show 2020.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time. Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Back with you for All-Star action here at the show 2020. And we do have the goaltender change as Hudson Ferry comes in. Attacking same ways here, so not changing that at all. As it's 2-1, the squad featuring the boys from the North, Great Lakes, and Minnesota, scoring the final 2 goals of that first 25 minutes of running time. Now the squad in white with a break up ahead, and just a slight misplay there as it skipped over the stick of Wallace. He still gets it in front of the net, and it's swept away. So we'll see what Ferry's going to do. Onenson working it back in his own zone, tries to chip it up ahead. It's taken away momentarily by Logan Urban. Urban dumps it down, and that allows the squad in the light uniforms to pick it up. Minute gone. Second period, 2 25-minute running time periods. Bassick down the ice, works it to the middle for Noel. Noel from the slot, that was deflected down. Good defensive work in front, and then on a second try, it's saved once again by Hudson Ferry. So these two have done this all tournament long, Fitzpatrick and Ferry, splitting games right down the middle. They'll do it here in the All-Star game. Fitzpatrick was beat early for 1, and then his team got him 2 back. Deflected down, taken away and neutralized by McKenzie. McKenzie 1-on-2, steps around a defender. McKenzie in tight, takes the shot, and it's saved away. Will Biddick able to push it away. It slips in front. That is not Biddick now. That's a Team USA goaltender. Apologies. So we'll get the name there. Graham Winnie. Graham Winnie, the goaltender for Team USA. Tony coming up clutch again with that written roster. So he's in for the second half of this one following what Biddick did. So they'll play it in front of Winnie, pull it out of the zone as the squad in dark leading it 2-1 makes their changes. Brought up by Lukes. Lukes pushed outside the circle, stops on a dime. Remember, coming up after this, we'll have Great Plains taking on Team Southeast in the championship game of the show. You do lose a little bit of that because, you know, crowd restrictions and things like that. So basically parents of these kids in the arena right now and not the other team as far as I can see. Not allowed in the arena yet. That was always a fun atmosphere when the squads waiting to play in the championship game could take a look at the All-Star game. And just in general throughout the tournament, the other teams when they weren't playing. Quick shot and a score. And it's 3 unanswered. Bennett Bergloff scores again, another Team Minnesota goal in this All-Star game to make it 3-1. So 3 unanswered after it was a 1-0 lead, and now quickly off the draw, Kinsler, he'll take the shot. That goes high over Winnie. 21.5 to go here in this final All-Star game period. Light squad trying to make their way through. Jamin Park slicing through traffic, makes his way all the way wide, centers it back out in front. Lots of traffic. It was mostly defensive. And the puck pops over to Park again. He's got all his teammates out on the ice with him, an entire Midwest shift here. Under 21 to go here in this period. From the blue line into traffic, caught up in the jersey of a skater. Taken away and pushed up the ice. They tried to break out with Hudson Kinsler, and it was too strong on the feed from Caden Julich. Julich's played a strong game, working at neutral ice, gaining possession for his squad. That time just a little bit strong. In front, trying to center, and it never found a target. This Team USA line out here. Team USA scored some goals throughout the tournament. Julich picks their pocket, though. Takes it back out to neutral ice. Excuse me, that's Dessner spinning around with it. Dessner through neutral ice. He'll fire it back out in front. Stepped away by Winnie. Chance at a rebound. Goes too wide, and it's peeled off the boards. Again, thrown back down by Dessner. Scored the last goal of the first period. His teammate Bennett Bergloff scored the first one here. Still in front. There was a chance for Bennett McKenzie. Pops out of the zone. Riddick Height in on 3 defenders. Drags, gets in front, down the slot, takes the backhander and makes it a 1-goal game. Riddick Height's second of the contest. Off the draw, breaking up a string of 3 straight goals from the squad in the light uniforms here. Lukes pushing up the ice, fires it quickly, and Ferry moving over makes the glove save. Under 19 to go. Held up at the blue line. Dragged out by Goodwin. Goodwin slides down, hops right back up, but lost possession of the puck. Taken away by Lukes. Red, white, and blue line, red, white, and blue squad out here as Lukes had it poked away. Dinovich there to pick it up. Left 2 defenders in his wake. Flies into the zone with Park. Takes the high shot. Bangs off the board and back down. It's in behind the net with 18 minutes to go. A 3-2 lead for this squad with the North, Great Lakes, and Team Minnesota players making it up. $17:45 to go. Drop to Meskin, and Too Strong got out of the zone. So it'll come back down to the other end. 17:29 to go. Championship game following this here on Youth Hockey Hub. Good day of action on the Hub to wrap things up with the crossover game and the 2 semifinals. Semifinals that were tight going into the second period and in the second period in each one. But eventually, big wins for our 2 entrants in the championship game. Dance around for Kinsler. Kinsler ends up down on the ice. Had it knocked away by Joey Provost. Kinsler after it again. Knocked it back to Urban. Urban flies it across the ice towards the circle. That one shot in on Winnie. Banged down below the goal line for the rebound chance. 16.5 to go. Kinsler in the corner, trying to pull it out with Weingartner. They've also got a teammate in Logan Urban out near the blue line. Can't get it to him. It's pushed out of the zone. Controlled for a moment. Kinsler was there, but Provost enters it into the zone. Provost between the circles. He'll fire the quick shot, and Ferry makes the save. Just 16-12 remaining here in running time. It's a 3-2 lead, only a pair of goals here in the period. Bennett Bergloff got it started to make it 3-1 in favor of this team in white. The dark team. Again, those highlighters, not going to get it. 50 minutes, it's not enough time for me to really keep this all straight. But bouncing puck in on Winnie again, keeps those pads wide, and it's going to be blown dead. Winnie trying to keep it where it is. There's some scorers on that squad off to our left. So far, the scoring been done. The squad to our right here. Owen Hayes, tall skater. He's played strong for Team USA. Back on the blue line throughout the tournament. Taken away quickly by Bennett McKenzie. McKenzie trying to knife his way off the boards. Turned away for a moment. Out to Getzky. The Great Lakes defenseman pushes it down below the goal line. Clint couldn't hang on to it. Spins it up. Through neutral ice it goes. And that stayed on side, but the hop for Jet Riley lost in possession of the puck. Under 15 to go. Here in this all-star game for 2020. Teammates Clint and McKenzie trying to work it up ice. It pops free. McKenzie's going to lose that battle. No, he got to it. Bennett McKenzie trying to back his way to the goal line, but did lose by just enough of a step. He couldn't pick it up cleanly. Forecheck poked away. After the puck goes Caden Julik. Julik dumps it into the zone. Winnie makes the save off to his left. Draw coming up, glove side of Winnie. Coming up on 14 minutes to go. Riddick Height, the only one who scored. On the other side, Clint, Dessner, and Bergloff. The 3 goals up on the board. Squad in the light jerseys. Taken away by Julik. Works it into the middle for Goodwin. Goodwin up ahead. Long shot. Banged around, and a save by Ferry ends up sprawling forward. Clears out of the zone. Back in front, slides in towards the corner. Towards the blue line, dragged back out by Channing Goodwin. Step around for Logan Urban. Urban has a man to his right, slides it to Goodwin. Shot in, and Winnie just directs it wide. Good attack, though. Puck flying back in, gets behind Finn Heithoff. Played back by Ferry to wrap it around and give Julik a chance to get there. Julik loses an edge. Height right on him. Riddick Height skates through, takes the shot and goes wide. 12:39 to go. Julik dumps it up. It's knocked right down by Sandberg, but then pushed away by Goodwin. Channing Goodwin draws it in on his own. He's got 2 teammates right with him. That shot deflected before it ends up in on the crease. Kinsler tried to push it in front. Finn Heithoff working with him to maintain possession. Back it goes, and a big collision there as Kinsler runs into Jacob Lukes. Results in still possession for dark jerseyed squad. Hayden Meskin, the long blue line blast just inside of it. Knocks it too far wide. Down to the goal line it goes. Worked up on the near side. Pushed out ahead. Wallows in tight. That one was sitting right on the doorstep a long time. Bassett comes in to try and bang the rebound home to tie the game. Couldn't do it. Trying to extricate it from the zone. Great Lakes attack trying to do that. Midwest and West. With Wallace and Bassett keeping it in, and Ferry springing out to the left, makes the save, bringing us to a stop. Comes back in. Anton Clint pushed it down, taken away. Off to McKenzie. McKenzie and Clint. McKenzie pushed off the puck. It's knocked away but held in opportunistically by Getsky. Got it down to Clint. Clint pushed around and bodied by Brady Onenson. McKenzie trying to center it in front. Does so. It was there. Now Clint, the spinning shot. Couldn't get it to go. Logan Urban sliding down the slot, just couldn't get the handle soon enough. McKenzie trying to knock it away. Bassick just back past Urban as we come up on the 10-minute mark. They both go down to the ice. Puck slides free into the corner. McKenzie drags it back to himself along the side, trying to kick it ahead. Couldn't quite do it. Knocked ahead and out of the zone. Force Annenson to push it back in. Annenson runs into contact at the blue line, knocked away by Urban. And they'll extricate it from the zone. A little too strong for McKenzie. And that'll be an icing to bring it back the other way. Still 3-2. Goodwin pushing up ahead. Goodwin walled off by Kostiskew. Still in the zone, and then eventually taken back out by Sanders. Goldstrand pinned up along the boards. It's cleared out of the zone towards Hayes. He can work with Dinovich instead. Pushes it up ahead towards Sandberg. Intercepted from him. Knocked back in by Dinovich. Had to check up. Goldstrand spinning, has Kostiskew to his right. Sanders behind. That shot sails wide. Under 9 minutes to play here in the All-Star Game of the Show 2020. Puck bangs around. Sanders had it for a moment. Goodwin takes it away. Goodwin fighting his way up the ice. Got 3 Minnesota skaters. Over to the left it goes. Back in towards Goodwin. Knocked away by Dinovich. Back to Goodwin and home. They kept after it, and Team Minnesota with Max Dessner pushing it back towards Channing Goodwin. Eventually scores the the go-ahead goal to push them back to a 2-goal lead. And Team Minnesota continues to power this all-star attack. Scoring now 3 of the 4 goals. Goodwin, Bergloff, Dessner. They're back up by 2. 7:59 to go, and they're back up by 3. Kinsler, I believe, able to knock that one home. So Team Great Lakes in on the act. And it's 5-2. This team was down 1-0, but just the 2 goals from Riddick Height. The only thing on the board for the squad in the light jerseys. And now running out of time to get anything going with 7 minutes and 20 seconds of running time remaining. Lukes trying to peel it out of the zone. Dessner trying to put on pressure. Lukes brings it down with Riley to his left. Got it over to Riley, who can't take the shot. Ferry was there. Ferry going post to post. Each goaltender for this dark jerseyed squad, both off Team North, have given up a goal, but their mates have gotten it back for him. That was out of the zone. Luke's not as much room as he thought. I think it might have been Weingartner, by the way, on that last goal. They were even asking on the bench, but it was that Great Lakes unit that did it. So Weingartner, Kinsler in on the attack. Either way, it's 5-2. Dragged by Clint. Clint and Dinovich fighting for the puck. Left instead for McKenzie. McKenzie trying to hop in front, had it taken away. Wrapped around the boards. That's Caden Julich who holds it in. Backhands it down towards McKenzie. 5:40 of running time remaining here in this All-Star game. It looks like this North Great Lakes, Minnesota team, powered by, well, a little bit from everybody. The goaltending from North. Minnesota, the scoring started. Great Lakes in on it too, and they're up 5-2. Pushed out of the zone. Potential break coming up for Julich. Julich with McKenzie in the middle. Takes the big blast to the far side, and it's just tipped wide. Held in over there. Knocked back down. Team North does have a goal. I knew they had somebody. Anton Clint scored the first goal of the game, representing Team North. So the goaltending and the goal scoring. Under 5 to play, 5-2. That's the lead for the squad in the dark uniforms. Dinovich bangs it over to the near side. Riddick Height, he's got the lone goals for the squad in white. Stick handles his way around his own teammate, then gives it off to Jamison Park. Park dragging to the goal line, flips it over across, back in front for Height, who takes a quick backhander, and it's knocked down by the defense. There's this dangerous Minnesota group out there. Goodwin sprinting ahead. Goodwin taking the shot. Goodwin scoring the shot. 6-2. 4 goals in the second. And led by Team Minnesota. And the goaltending of Team North. And Goodwin's got his second. Kostiskew. Under 4 minutes to go. Puck bouncing around, cleared out of the zone. They've been keeping both these goaltenders clean on rebounds. Goodwin going wide, trying to dance around and just had it poked away. Pushed in to the zone, held in for just a moment. Bouncing puck. Nearly cleared, and it is cleared away. Bounces up to Kostiskew. Kostiskew gets a break out of it. Takes the shot and scores. No! Arms went wide. I don't think they're going to give this goal. They did. So it will be a goal. 3 minutes to go. (6-3). And that will go to Tyler Kostiskew. So a 3-goal game again, but 3 minutes of running time. Not a lot to work with. Especially the way this squad for Midwest Great Lakes, North Great Lakes and Minnesota. They've played well, been after the puck, not allowed the other group of Midwest, West, and Team USA to get much started. A lot of stick handling there, though, deep, though, for Finn Heithoff. Lost of a chance maybe to clear with 2:20 to go. Into traffic, dumps down, Julich, push it up ahead, bouncing puck, settled to Kinsler. Kinsler breaking ahead. Kinsler shoots, and off the pipe it goes. 2:06 to go, golden opportunity for Hudson Kinsler. Slapped down by Goodwin, ends up on net. Check that was Julich. Still down in the zone, sliding up to this near side. Corralled, And worked up by Dessner. Dessner surrounded, had McKenzie behind. I don't think he felt the presence of his not usual teammate there. Could have dumped it off. Just 95 seconds to go here in the All-Star game. Then we'll play for the title. Coming up, Clint got the scoring started after it was 1-0, the lead for the squad in white. And they've struggled to beat these two goaltenders ever since as Ferry makes another save with 1:15 to go. Cruz Fitzpatrick, tremendous stops in the first 25 minutes. And Hudson Ferry's given up 2, one here late after it was already 6-2. Under a minute to go. Clint with McKenzie. And they managed to stay onside somehow. The net was empty and it'll slide all the way in. They pulled the goaltender, and Bennett McKenzie and Anton Clint get it done for Team North. North, Great Lakes, Minnesota, getting it done. Full squad effort here for this squad in the dark uniforms. Final 15 seconds. It'll be a 7-3 final to mark down in the All-Star game. There's an open net. It'll be an 8-3 final to mark down in the All-Star game. As Team Minnesota, the way they've done, just continuing to score, and that'll be it. They'll mob the goaltender, and North, Great Lakes, and Team Minnesota, that amalgamation ends up winning the All-Star games 8-3 over Midwest, USA, and West. Championship game to come next. Great Plains will take on Team Southeast for all of it. And that's next here from the Show 2020 on Youth Hockey Hub.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half-pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time. Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind.